Good day, again, I'm Eyepiece Sarmiento. In today's video, we will be discuss about the parts of a microscope. You know that in our ecosystem, there are many living things around us. Some living things are quite big, while others are small. But did you know that there are living things which even is smaller that we cannot see them using our naked eyes? Yes, that's right. And to see them and understand their characteristic, we need this special instrument like the microscope. Every major field of science has benefited from the use of some form of microscope, an invention that dates back to the late 16th century and the modest Dutch eyeglasses maker named Zacharias Jensen. While extremely rough in image quality and magnification, compared to the modern version, the Jensen microscope was nonetheless a seminal advance and scientific instrument. Jensen was the son of a spectacular maker named Jan Hansen. In middle-barge microscope, most historians surmise that his father must have played a vital role. Then Zacharias was still in his teens in the 1590s. At that time, eyeglasses were attention on optics and lenses. In fact, some historians created both the Jensens and the fellow Dutch eyeglasses maker Hans Lippershey, with current, though independent invention of the microscope. The Jensen microscope is the first compound microscope. It is the most common type of microscope. This compound is a microscope with two or more convex lenses. Zacharias Jensen created this microscope that used collapsing tube and produced the magnification 3 times up to 9 times. Going back with a microscope. Microscope is an instrument that is used to magnify small objects. The microscope is an important investigative tool used for studying objects and organisms around us. Microorganisms like bacteria can be observed through the use of microscope. Moving on with a part of the microscope. The part of microscope can be divided into 3 parts: the magnifying, illuminating, and mechanical. The magnifying part of microscope include eyepiece and the objective lenses. The illuminating part, which is provide the managed light source in order to see and clear the image of the object, include the diaphragm and the mirror. While in the mechanical part is provide support and protection to other parts of the microscope. It is include the body tube, revolving nosepiece, coarse adjustment knob, fine adjusted knob, the arm, stage clip, and also the base. So now let's elaborate the different parts of the microscope. First is the eyepiece. Eyepiece, it is also called ocular lens. It is what you look through the top of the microscope. It contains the lens that magnifies for about 10 times or 15 times power. Another part is the body tube, or also known as a bar. It is connect the eyepiece lens from the revolving nosepiece and the objective lens. In this one and this one. Another is the rotating nosepiece. Rotating nosepiece, it is also called revolving nosepiece. It is hold the low power and high power objective lenses. The objectives are exposed and are mounted on the rotating turret so that different objectives can be conveniently selected. It is also turned to allow the lenses to rotate for viewing position. Another part is the objective lenses. These are the primary optical lenses on a microscope. They range from 4 times to 100 times and typically include 3, 4, or 5 on lens on most microscopes. The objective lenses have two parts, the longer one and the smallest one. The smallest one is called the lower power objective lens, which can magnify a specimen for about 10 times, while the longer one is the higher power objective lens, which is able to magnify for about 40 times. The objective lens and eyepiece work together to produce a magnified and clear image to the sample or specimen. Next, the coarse adjustive knob. The coarse adjustive knob, located on the arm of the microscope, moves the stage up and down to bring the specimen into focus. By turning this is the part of the adjustive. It is moved the body tube for focusing with the low power objective lens. An example. This is the normal view of an image. By the help of coarse adjustive knob, there will be the changes of the image. Another, the fine adjusted knob. This knob is inside the coarse adjusted knob and is used to bring the specimen into sharp focus or making the view of the image clear and better. By turning this, it is sharpening the image under high and low magnification. An example. In this image, you can see this image is blurred. By the help of fine adjusted knob, you can see the image is already clear. Next is the arm. Arm is support the body tube. Another, the stage. The stage is where the specimen to be viewed is placed. A mechanical stage is used when working at higher magnification where delicate movements of the specimen slide are required. The stage supports the slide being used. Another is the slide. This one. The slide, this is where we put the specimen. Another is stage clip. Stage clip hold the microscope and attach the stage is simple keep the slide in place. Next part is the aperture. Aperture is the hole in the stage where light passes through to reach the specimen. Another is the inclination joint. It is allow microscope to tilt if needed. The mirror. Mirror is to collect light from the surrounding and reflect light upward through the diaphragm, while the diaphragm is control the amount of light reaching the specimen. It is located at the right below the stage. And next is the pillar. Pillar is connect the base to the arm. And lastly, the base. Base is provide the support to the microscope and to be stable. In summary, Eyepiece or ocular lens contains the lens that allow you to view the specimen, while the objective lenses collect the light coming through the objective and magnifying it. Another is the revolving nosepiece, that holds of objective lens in place. Another is the stage, the hold and support microscope slide containing the specimen. And also have the stage clip, the whole microscope slide in place on the stage. And of course, the adjustive knob and fine adjustive knob. The moves the stage or upper part of microscope at the down to focus of the specimen. This is the coarse adjustive knob used first and a fine adjustive knob for fine turning the focus. And also, the diaphragm controls the amount of light that comes through the aperture, and the light source to shine light up through and directed to the mirror. And also the base that support the supportive structure that prevent the microscope from the tripping over.